All right, hello and welcome to the Kingship Basic Course Module. We are excited to have you here. Hoping that you've gone through the introductory module, right, the welcome video, and you've done the task. Each of these exercises, tasks, and assignment were intentionally designed to get you to the designed destination. So please, we encourage that you engage in every single one of these tasks. Once again, you're welcome to the Kingship Introductory Basic course. Right? We design it that you go through the Kingship module first before you engage in the other aspect of your career and job accelerator program. So we'll go through what Kingship is, um, what the identity of kings is, the purpose of kings, and then personal growth in this model before we move on to other aspect of career and job. So welcome to the Kingship Basic course once again. In this module, like I said, we'll go through what kingship is. We'll go through the identity of kings. We'll go through the purpose of kings, and then we'll go through personal growth. Very important. These are important elements and aspects of kingship. All right, quickly we'll delve into what kingship is, kingship being explained. If we were to simplify what kingship is, we'll say that kingship is a concept of living to the fullness of all you are destined to be. Right? Kingship is the concept of living to the fullness of all you are destined to be. It's about manifesting your greatness, rising up and out of every challenging situation and circumstances that can attempt to limit your greatness. That is what kingship is, if we were to simplify it. And it's also about impacting your world positively, impacting the world around you positively, impacting your nation positively, impacting your community positively. This is what kingship is about. So it's about living to the fullness of your potential, and then it extends from you to your world, to your community, and then to your nation. So you build yourself, and then you don't just end with yourself, it extends from you to your community and even your nation. This is what kingship is about. Let's look at some elements of kingship, right? And the concept of kingship, there are three basic elements. The first is leadership, the second is professional competence, and then the third is social impact. Leadership, professional competence, and social impact. When we talk about leadership, we're talking about the ability to be able to lead yourself from a point to another. That is the place where vision meets influence. As an individual, you should have your vision for your life, right? You must have a vision for your life, and then you must be able to, gather all the necessary resources, right, and influence needed to take you from that point to where you want to go, right? You must be able to lead yourself before you are able to lead people. And that's where leadership comes in as an element of kingship. The second element of kingship is professional competence. We believe in value. You must be someone of value. So you must be someone of value, somebody who brings value to the table, right? And not just bringing value, you must be professionally competent at a global standard. You can't afford to be a local champion, somebody who is just good within your local environment. You must be somebody who is global in thinking, global in scope, right? The world has become digital, right? It's a digital village right now, right? You can afford to offer services to people across the world because of the internet, because of technology. And so you must be someone who is professionally competent at a global standard, right? So we talked on leadership, we talked on professional competence, which is delivering value at a global standard. And then the last element of kingship is social impact. Like I said earlier, it cannot stop with you, right? When you build yourself, it must extend to your community, it must extend to your environment, right? So these are the three elements of kingship: leadership, professional competence, and social impact. Leadership, professional competence, and social impact. Quickly, we delve into the core values of kings. And it's important that we note these core values, as they are very important as to guiding and leading individuals to achieve their destiny. And if you're going to identify with the kingship, concept, these are core values that you must embrace. The first core value is knowledgeability. The ability to get accurate and useful and relevant knowledge as it applies to your destiny and the advancement of your people, of the nation. Knowledgeability, the ability to get accurate knowledge that can impact your life and your destiny. You must be knowledgeable. You must be someone who seeks knowledge. You must be somebody who gathers knowledge. You must be somebody who embraces knowledge, accurate knowledge, constructed knowledge, not just rumors, not just gist. The same way you go to the four walls of an institution to learn, you must embrace that process of getting constructive knowledge, knowledge that was intentionally built to get you from point A to point B, right? And then the next core value is optimism. This is where we talk about having a possibility and a positivity mindset. You must be somebody who is positive thinking, right? You cannot be among those who have lost hope in your vision, hope in yourself. You must be able to be positive in thinking, regardless of the situations happening around you, happening around your nation. Yet, you must be positive in thinking. You must have hope, right? You must be optimistic. Words are powerful, thoughts are powerful, they are programming. And so, if you are going to be a king, you must be knowledgeable and then you must be optimistic. You can't be a pessimist. Regardless of the challenges around you, you can still thrive. Regardless of the challenges in the nation, you can still thrive. And when a collective of kings come together, they can do something substantial to impact and change the trajectory of the nation. And then the third core value is patriotism. This is talking about love, commitment, and loyalty to the development of your nation. This is a very important core value of any king. You must be committed to the growth and development of your nation and your people. You must be loyal to a cause that advances, your nation, advances your people, advances your community, right? So that's what patriotism is about. And the last is accountability. When it comes to kingship, it speaks about authority and the resources of people. Now, so accountability speaks about being answerable and committed to the lives and resources that has been committed to you. Being accountable for the lives and resources that have been committed to you. You can't be nonchalant. You can't be extravagant. You can't be, someone who is just reckless. You have to be accountable for yourself, accountable for your decisions, accountable for everything you do. And not just that, accountable for the lives of people committed to you and accountable to the resource that has been committed to you. So these are four core values of kings: knowledgeability, optimism, patriotism, and accountability. All right, just a recap of everything we've talked about. We said kingship is a concept of living to the fullness of all you are destined to be. And we said that you must strive in the three elements of kingship, which is leadership. You must be a leader with integrity. The second is you must be professionally competent, even at a global standard. And then the third is that you must commit to social impact. You must commit to being a change maker. You must be morally dexterous. And also from there, you influence other people positively. And then the last thing is the four core values of kings: knowledgeability, optimism, patriotism, and accountability. All right. Thank you very much for joining this video. I'll see you in the next video.